Life moves fast, and so should the answers to your biggest questions. Welcome to Endo Batteries Quick Connect, your direct line to expert insights. Short, powerful, and right to the point. You send in the questions, I bring in the experts, and in just 5 minutes, you get the knowledge you need. No long episodes, no extra time needed. And just remember, expert opinions shared here are for general information and not for personalized medical advice. Always consult your provider for your case-specific guidance. Got a question? Send it in, and let's quickly get you the answers. I'm your host, Alana, and it's time to connect. Today, we're honored to have Dr. Abhishek Mangeshikar join us. Dr. Mangs is a leading endometriosis specialist and minimally invasive gynecological surgeon, known for his groundbreaking work at Indian Center for Endometriosis in Mumbai. With expertise in advanced laparoscopic and robotic surgeries, he's dedicated to improving care for those battling this complex disease. Let's dive in and get answers to the questions that matter most to you. Does taking birth control or Lupron drugs stop the endo lesion stimulation, therefore reducing the amount of lesions created, or shrink endo lesions?
That's really a good question. So there's no data to support that. There is some circumstantial evidence, which I don't really believe too much. Could be industry-sponsored papers, but there is no conclusive data to say that any medication causes regression of the lesions or the disease magically vaporizes or disappears. So I always tell patients, like, they would tell me, like, okay, I had a cyst diagnosed and the doctor put me on progesterone or something. My cyst went from 8 centimeters to 6 centimeters. And I said, first of all, there is no protocol to measure disease progression or regression by measuring just the size of the cyst. And a cyst decreasing in size is worse than it's increasing in size, which just means that it's leaking into the pelvis and making things more stuck and worse than they already are. Reducing cyst is not a good sign, it's a bad sign.
I can be a testament to the fact that it doesn't do that. After being on it for so long, the disease definitely progressed. Is it better or worse to be on your period before surgery or during surgery?
It doesn't matter. I think an experienced surgeon who can identify all subtypes of the disease can kind of pick it up. If someone, so most women have retrograde menstruation, believe it or not all of them have endometriosis.
Yeah.
So usually if you will operate on someone during their period, there will be blood in the pelvis. Now, if somebody has a lot of menstrual blood for whatever reason, it could be adenomyosis or whatnot, then you're going to have a lot of blood in the pelvis, and then you have to spend that extra couple of minutes washing and sucking that out. It's not a deal breaker. I still operate on patients during their period, before their period, after their period. It doesn't really make a difference. To the excision of the endometriosis part of it. You only try to avoid it if you're doing a hysteroscopy, which is where you put a telescope into the uterus to look at the cavity. When you're doing an evaluation for fertility, or if you're looking for a fibroid or a polyp or something inside the uterine cavity that may be causing the bleeding, then obviously you don't want her to be on her period, then you do it post-menstrual.
Okay. And then if they don't ever go post-menstrual?
You give them medication to stop it.
How do endo excision specialists address cyclical nosebleeds?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a couple of patients with cyclical nosebleeds. Well, one of them had thoracic endometriosis, but we also did a bronchoscopy. We had the pulmonology team come in, and they looked through the nasal passages and through the respiratory system to look for any endometriosis there. They did biopsies, but they didn't come up with anything specific. So I'm not sure on how to proceed with that because the data is very limited. So you have to kind of investigate what's causing it and then come up with a plan on how to treat it.
Can cyclical nosebleeds occur even if it's not necessarily endometriosis in the nasal passages? Because, that's been found. But I, for one, have not had a nosebleed since my excision surgery and hysterectomy, which I used to have all the time.
I don't know. There are many causes for nosebleeds. I'm not exactly sure if it's specifically endometriosis in the nasal tract that would cause it. It could be a matter of things. We don't have enough information about that kind of endometriosis. I would assume some kind of thoracic endometriosis could also present that way because it is linked to coughing up blood. So it can easily get into the nasal passages that way too.
That's a wrap for this Quick Connect. I hope today's insights helped you move forward with more clarity and confidence. Do you have more questions? Keep them coming. Send them in, and I'll bring you the expert answers. You can send them in by using the link in the top of the description of this podcast episode or by emailing contact@endobattery.com or visiting the endobattery.com contact page. Until next time, keep feeling empowered through knowledge.